Welcome back to Motorcycle Vision, everybody. My name is Steve. It's a beautiful sunny day here in northern Jersey, but not so much just a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago, we had a tropical storm rush through here. In northern Jersey, the damage wasn't so bad, but depending upon where else you went in the state, there's a lot of damage. It's a lot of blackouts. There's a lot of, power outages. Oops. A lot of trees down. Lots and lots and lots of trees down in the New York, New Jersey area. There was a lot of flooding, but it was a different kind of a tropical storm. When we had Hurricane Sandy a couple of years ago, we had flooding and everything else. Here we had very, very heavy rain, amazing looking storm clouds. But here, this time, the damage, at least for northern Jersey, wasn't so intense. It was intense for other parts of New Jersey. Normally I'm one of those people who goes to work no matter what, but this time I decided to work from home. I'm glad I did, because I work in central Jersey. They did get hit pretty bad. Some little remnants here, branches and things that are down, things like that, but like you can see, it's not all that bad in northern Jersey anyway. So I don't think this is the title of this video, but part one of this video is really going to be about the saga with my LED lights. Well, if you've heard some of my earlier videos, I wanted to put LED lights on my bike. You know, the ones that make the bike change color at night, things like that. I wanted to do that. I just think they're really cool. You know, I just think it's a cool thing, and I wanted to do that. I went out and I bought the lights. I'm not really sure if I got a good price or not, because like if you go into a motorcycle store, they're like $150, $190. I found them on Amazon, $25, $30. So I bought lights that were $75. So here's a tree that came down during the storm, if you want to see it. Okay, let's watch where we're going, so I don't take down the jogger, but at least you get an idea of some of the kind of damage that happened around here. There's another one in the woods there. Let's see if I can slow down long enough for you to get a look at it. Can you see? So there's a lot of that happened here. Anyway, comes another one. Most of this damage, you know, in parks and things like this, it's not so bad, but when it happens on top of your house, it's another story. There's another one. Didn't mean to turn this video into a tour of broken trees. Anyway, so I think I bought a respectable set of lights, and then I was debating, should I install these lights myself, or should I take it to someone? Well, I started looking at the instructions. Remove the seat so you can access your battery. Okay. Remove the gas tank. Remove the gas tank? Really? Now I'm starting to have second thoughts. Don't want to install this myself? Remove the gas tank? I don't know if I want to remove the gas tank. I'm sorry, but that might be a bit much for me. I'm sure there's people out there who are very handy and very mechanical. I've never been taught how to remove a gas tank. I haven't got a clue how to remove the gas tank. That wasn't in my plans when I bought the bike. Let's take that out. So I don't know that I want to do that. So what they tell me, you adhere the lights to the frame of the bike in different places, And then afterwards, you all plug it into the battery and the whole thing's run by your keychain. I know there's fancier ones that go through your phones and they do a million combinations of lights. I don't need a million combinations. I was thinking dark blue. Not too imaginative, but sorry. I was just thinking dark blue. So anyway, I started calling people and saying who could install it for me because I wanted to find out how much does this cost. Well, because of COVID, many of the motorcycle places around me are either closed or out of business. So that eliminated a whole bunch of them. From what was left, a lot of them are telling me, well, I'm 3 weeks, 4 weeks backed up. You have to make an appointment. Okay, I waited this long. I could make an appointment. $150 an hour. They don't know if it's going to take 3 or 4 hours. And then I'm saying to myself, well, it takes you 3 or 4 hours. And you're a certified motorcycle mechanic with an entire garage around you. How long is it going to take me, who's a beginner and hasn't got a clue? So I'm stuck in the middle right now. So I've got one guy who was in my town, and this made me so mad. I'm not going to say the name of the guy, but he made me so mad. Made an appointment. I waited 2 weeks to go to my appointment. I did go. I waited early in the morning. I stayed home from work. And I stayed home from work primarily because I was hoping that he would say, he would let me watch. Because I was curious, how do you do this? And I really wanted to watch. And I had this idea, I'll make a video out of it. I'll show all of you what he did. Time lapse, blah, blah, blah. Well, he's like, you can't watch. You can't watch because COVID, I can't have you in the garage. Okay, that makes sense. I understand. I don't like it, but I understand. So, drop it off early in the morning. I sit home. I check on him by 2 o'clock. He's like, no, you'll pick it up the end of the day, 5 o'clock. All right, well, it's my wife's birthday. We're going to take her out. So anyway, so I said, okay, I'll pick it up about 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, everybody's going to the restaurant. Me and my son go to the motorcycle repair place because I said to my wife, I'll meet you there. My daughter or other people are there. So I'll meet you there. Okay, so we go. There's my bike outside. Awesome. Look a little closer. No lights. He hasn't touched it. Hasn't even touched it from the time I dropped it off. So I went home like, what's, dude? Oh, sorry, I'm having a busy day. Go to dinner, and then, when you're done, pick up the bike. It'll be done for you. All right. So we leave. We go to dinner. I know he's closing at 7. So I rush through dinner. I go back out there about 6:45 before he closed. Still there. Untouched. Oh yeah, didn't get to it. Not sure when I'm going to get to it. Why did you make me why didn't you just tell me that in the first place? Why did you make me take a day off from work? Why did you tell me 2 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock? Why are you telling me all of these things and then you don't even get to it? I mean, that made me mad. So obviously this guy lost a customer for sure. I won't be going back there anymore. But it also puts me back to square one. Am I going to install this myself? So I start calling up more places. Everybody's closed. Those who are open, 3 or 4 weeks again. A lot of them don't want to do it. Even if you have an appointment, they don't want to do it. One guy said, there's people who have things like broken forks, issues with their, with their motors. So I'm going to do those. I don't want to spend my time on lights. Okay, at least you told me up front. I get it. So there is one place that I went to, that I called, and I have an appointment in 2 weeks for him. I'm not too wild about going there. It is the closest you'll find to a motorcycle dealership. I don't want to do a commercial here, so I don't want to say the name, but if you know Northern Jersey, you'll probably figure out what I'm talking about. It's the closest to a motorcycle dealership in the Northern Jersey area. I have to get on this highway to be able to get there, which I'm not wild about going on a busy highway. I've done it. I know. I've talked about how I'm all psyched up and it's been an accomplishment and everything else, but I'm not sure where this place exactly is, how to get there. I'm going to have to do a few practice rides just to find it. He's $150 an hour, and he's saying it might be 3, it might be 4 hours. Puts me up to like $600, is it? To be able to install lights that cost me something like 80, 90, whoops, let's go into gear. $600 to install lights that cost me about $80, $90. I don't know. I'm not wild about the idea, but I do have my appointment, and I'm guessing this will turn into a different video that will happen later on. But you know, what can I tell you? I'm frustrated. I'm still angry because that first guy, you know, not so much, oh, I took a day off from work, I could have been there, but you know, I did take off a day from work with the expectation that this would be done for me. And he strung me along all day. I mean, you know, I prefer the guy who said, I'm not doing it. I mean, I'm not happy that he said I'm not doing it, but at least he didn't waste my time and he told me up front, I'm not doing it. And I'm okay with that. But I really didn't like this thing that he did to me. Anyway, now we're back. So I'm trying to learn things about these lights. For example, after I put them on, are they going to kill my battery? I mean, I don't ride that much in the night, so they'll be off during the day. Do they consume any power when the bike is turned off and just sitting in the garage? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. The other thing is, like, there are people who are putting, like, lights inside underneath the cover on the front and back tires. You do that? Like, what happens if I hit a bump? The rubber of the tire hits the lights are gone, right? That's what I imagine. So I don't know. I know they go under the gas tank, and I know they're supposed to light up, you know, the engine. My engine's not one of those polished chrome engines. It's just, you know, dull finish chrome. So I don't know how much glowing it will do. I don't know. I'm starting to regret this whole project. It sounded like a good idea in the first place. Now I'm starting to have regrets about it. But I guess this is part 1 of my video, because the next time we talk about it, I'll have another story for you about what happened. What was the next chapter with these Getting My Bike LEDs? I don't know what other customizations I want to do to my bike. My bike has the stock Honda speedometer, and I've seen bikes that are much older than mine that have, you know, more on the display. Mine's a 2000 Honda Shadow, American Classic Edition. But I've seen these Hondas from the 80s that have the RPM gauge, the speedometer, you know, all this other stuff on it. I mean, it's nice to have it. I do mine by feel. I shift when I feel it. But I don't know whether I'm feeling it, you know, just hitting 3,000 RPMs, 2,000 RPMs, or whether I'm redlining. I don't know. I'm just doing by what I feel. So let me just make this turn and we'll talk some more. Okay. So that's a potential thing. The other thing I think might look cool, I don't know if this is possible. I don't want to replace my windshield, but I do want to understand if it's possible to tint it. I think that would be cool. And the horn. It's a cool looking bike, it really is, but listen to this. It's kind of like, I don't know, it lacks a certain authority when it honks. It's like the only thing I can think of is I hear, and I expect to hear the Roadrunner go by in a couple of seconds being chased by the coyote. You know? So I might want to change the horn. I don't see much more by way of customization. I'm really happy with the bike. I mean, I really love this bike. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up today's episode of Motorcycle Vision. Hit the like, hit the little bell, like me, send me a comment, subscribe to the channel, let me know how you think I'm doing, good, bad, whatever. I will talk to you next time. Ride safely. Bye-bye.